The dojo was silent except for the faint sound of mats squeaking beneath bare feet. Students lined up in perfect rows, their crisp uniforms gleaming under the fluorescent lights. But in the back row, standing quietly with her hands clasped, was Emily. A shy, pale-faced girl whose nervous eyes darted between the confident students around her. She wanted to disappear. Every time she entered the dojo, the whispers followed her. She's too weak. She doesn't belong here. And worst of all, the laughter. A group of older kids, stronger and louder, made it their mission to remind her she didn't fit in. They mocked her timid voice, her small frame, even the way her uniform seemed too big for her. But Emily didn't quit. She showed up every week, quietly bowing to her instructor, practicing her stances, trying to find her rhythm. One particular evening, the teasing grew crueler. As Emily adjusted her belt, one of the bullies, a tall boy named Jason, smirked. "Careful, Emily. Don't trip over yourself. We wouldn't want the mats to get hurt." His friends erupted in laughter. Emily's cheeks burned, but she stayed silent, lowering her gaze. That night, when the instructor announced sparring drills, Emily's heart dropped. Pairing off, each student prepared to practice. And, as if fate had arranged it, Jason stepped forward, pointing at her. "I'll go easy on her," he said loudly, grinning at his friends. The dojo filled with chuckles. Even some parents watching from the benches shifted uncomfortably. Everyone expected the same outcome. Emily would freeze, stumble, and embarrass herself. But what they didn't know was that Emily had been working harder than anyone. When others left after class, she stayed behind, repeating her forms until sweat drenched her uniform. At home, while others played games, she practiced kicks and punches in her bedroom, whispering to herself, "Don't give up, don't be weak." The sparring began. Jason lunged at her with a sloppy punch, expecting her to flinch. But Emily didn't. She sidestepped, her movements precise, her focus sharp. The dojo went quiet. Jason tried again, faster this time, but Emily blocked, twisted, and delivered a sharp strike that sent him stumbling. Gasps echoed through the room. Her shy demeanor seemed to vanish. She wasn't the timid girl hiding in the corner anymore. She was calm, disciplined, and fierce. Within seconds, she executed a flawless sequence. Block, counter, strike. Jason hit the mat with a heavy thud, stunned. The room fell silent. The bullies who once laughed stared wide-eyed. Disbelief etched across their faces. The instructor, usually reserved, allowed a small, proud smile. 60 seconds, he said softly. Emily bowed respectfully, then stepped back, her chest rising and falling with controlled breaths. She didn't gloat. She didn't smirk. She simply stood tall, for the first time unshaken. The bullies had nothing to say. The same kids who mocked her strength now avoided her gaze. That night, Emily walked out of the dojo different from the girl who had walked in. She hadn't just defended herself physically. She had proven to everyone, including herself, that quiet strength is the most powerful of all. But the journey wasn't without challenges. After that day, the bullies tried harder to break her spirit outside the dojo. They spread rumors, mocked her at school, and whispered that her victory had been a fluke. Emily struggled with doubt, lying awake at night wondering if they were right. Her biggest battle wasn't against them. It was against her own mind. One evening, after a particularly rough day, Emily nearly gave up. She sat on her bed staring at her uniform, tears streaking her face. But then, her instructor's words echoed in her memory. Karate isn't about being the strongest in the room. It's about being stronger than the person you were yesterday. That reminder lit a fire in her heart. She got up, tied her belt, and practiced until her body ached. Slowly, her confidence grew, not from defeating bullies, but from conquering herself. Months later, at a local tournament, Emily entered the ring in front of hundreds. The same kids who once laughed were in the stands, watching. This time, she didn't hesitate. She moved with grace, precision, and strength, winning her match and earning the respect of everyone present. For the first time, people saw her not as the shy girl, but as a fighter with courage, discipline, and heart. And Emily learned the most important lesson of all. Strength isn't measured by how loud you are or how many people you can intimidate. True strength is quiet, patient, and unshakable. By the end, even her bullies couldn't deny it. The girl they once laughed at had become someone they would never forget.